Hello again YouTube, this is something a bit different. This is going to be my media backlog, which is mainly going to be DVDs, but will be a few Blu-rays and some more obscure stuff like video CDs, HD DVDs, Laserdiscs, and maybe even SED and Betamax tapes, so if I can find them. Just depends if I can find them cheap enough. So to start with, Citizen Kane, something I've heard so much about, but I've never actually watched it. This is the special 2-disc special edition, and it's an NTSC region, but I've got a region-free player, so it doesn't matter. But I've been told that I have to watch this, it's a masterpiece, so I'll have to watch and see what I think of that. Next up, I've got one of these 5 horror movie collections by Flashback Entertainment. I actually like these a lot of the time, because they're usually really cheap. You've got 5 horror movies on there. Sometimes they're not very good, but other times you'll find a really good gem in them, so I always pick those up when I find them cheap. Next up, I've got the original Jurassic Park, which last time I saw this, it was on VHS, so it's been a long while since I've seen this, so hopefully it's as good as I remember it being as a kid. Next we've got Sunshine, which is by the same director who directed 28 Days Later. I think I have seen this before, but I don't really remember much about it, so looking to give that one a rewatch, just so I can remember what it was about. Pretty sure it was something in space. That's all I really remembered about it, so again, one I have watched bits and pieces of, but I actually haven't watched the full movie through, just because I haven't had a copy until now. Is The Bucket List with Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson. I really enjoyed actually watching this, the parts that I've seen anyway, but looking to give that a full watch through because I really was enjoying that. Next up I've got the Ninja Scroll Anniversary Special Edition. This is the movie, I believe, but this froze in my player, so probably gonna have to take this one back, sadly. But yeah. Next up I've got Population 436. Hello. Hello. Yes, you want to say hi, don't you? Population 436, which is a horror movie about a small little town, which looks pretty interesting. I was recommended it by someone down at the flea markets, which he usually has good taste and stuff, so this should be pretty good. The next one, I've got one of these triple feature packs, which I like, just because I can get 3 or 4 movies really cheap. And this is no exception. This is, I haven't seen any of these before. Empire of the Sun, The Colour Purple, and Artificial Intelligence. So I haven't seen any of those before, so looking to give them a watch through. And then we've got another one of those triple feature packs. This one is pretty much essential horror stuff. So it's The Exorcist, Friday the 13th, and Poltergeist. I've watched The Exorcist and Friday the 13th. I still need to watch Poltergeist, which I've heard is very good, but I just never saw it for whatever reason. And next up we've got the director's cut of Saw, which I saw way back when it was first released, but I really don't remember that too much about it, so hoping it's as good as I remember it was, because I didn't really like the direction the Saw movies went in. They just seemed to get really crazy as they went on. They had to get crazier and crazier. Then if you saw my second part of video game pickups, you saw this. I still haven't gotten around to watching it, but so I still don't know whether it's going to be good or horrible. I guess that we'll have to see with that one. Next up we've got Lolita in a snap case, which I'm not sure if we got these retail release here in Australia, but this is actually an NTSC region again, but this is something by Kubrick that I haven't seen, so I thought I'd pick it up and see if I like it. Next we've got David Cronenberg's The Fly. I actually haven't seen any of the Fly series yet, but I've heard pretty good stuff, so hoping that's decent, so I'll give that a watch through. Next I've got a slipcase DVD for Death Proof, and this is the 2-disc special edition. See, don't know if you can see here, but it's got like these little clips on the side of the DVD, which I don't think I've seen before. So you need to open them so you can get this open to your 2 discs there. I thought that was just a little neat extra feature. So I don't think I've seen that before on any DVDs. And next up we've got Ghost Dog, Ways of the Samurai. Again, I've heard good things online about this, but I actually have never seen it, so I thought it was $3, so I thought I'd pick it up and give it a watch. The next one's a cartoon that I briefly saw as a kid. Can't really remember much about it, but it was $2 for this, so I thought it might be worth it just to watch it for the nostalgia value. And then next we've got Troll Hunter. This actually came still sealed, and it was $2, so I wasn't going to pass it up for that, as I've heard pretty good stuff about this as well. Okay, so we went through all the DVDs, now it's on to CDs and Blu-rays. Okay, so Soundgarden, Fell on Black Days single. I just like having these singles as well, even though I already have the album with this on it, but I like having the cardboard singles as well. Then I've got Swans, Children of God, and World of Skin, which I do like the Swans, but this is probably not one of my favourite albums by them, but it's still a good listen. Then I've got a video CD here, which I personally probably wouldn't have picked up, but it came with a lot of games that I got, so it was free in there. I don't know if it will play in my DVD player or not, I haven't tried yet, but hopefully it should. And you're probably not going to see these too often, unless you live in a big Asian community, because these are really big in Asia, so that could be something neat. I usually don't pick them up because most of them are pirated versions, so. And then we've got a HD DVD, Serenity, so I can finally watch that. If you saw my April video game pickups part 2, you saw that I actually got the Xbox 360 HD DVD drive, so I can actually watch this now, which is good. Finally, I've had it for at least a month or 2 and haven't been able to watch it, but now I finally can. And then next we've got the last 3 movies. They're all Blu-rays. So we've got one from Insomnia here, which is a double horror pack that contains 9 Miles Down and Knife Edge. I just picked this up because it was cheap. I'm not really sure if these movies are decent or they're complete crap, but I thought I'd try it out for $3 for those 2 movies on Blu-ray. So the next one's Fargo, which is a Coen Brothers film. Again, I've heard quite a lot of good things about this, so I'm hoping it will be quite an interesting movie. And then the last one here we've got is Felon, starring Val Kilmer. So I usually like prison kind of movies, so I'm hoping this will be pretty good. And that's all for this media backlog update, so I'll see you guys next time.